Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Cougar House Garage. And let's update you guys on Gigantor. So this project's taken a little bit longer than I wanted it to originally. We've waited 6 months for the diamond axles. We thought it was going to be a lot sooner, 8 to 10 week order. But unfortunately, they took 6 months. You know, we weren't the only person to put in orders. There's plenty of other people in line for custom axles as well. But so let's show you guys. I did everything I could while I was waiting for the axle. So that's it there with the Cougar House Fab diamond axle truss on it. So what we did first, got everything stripped off. We got the frame plating on, the power steering box on, its tubes TIG welded in, and the axle placement where it belongs based off of Carnage, my blue 4Runner. And then we were able to get the cradles done. Got those on there, got the crossbars on. And then, let's see, what'd we do back here? And then back here, we got it taken apart and ready for readjusting it to the new pinion angle. It was set up for a full-size truck pinion angle where it's a little bit here and a little bit on the transfer case for a two-piece driveline. But with it being so much more lifted, we need to run the single-piece driveline with a double cardan joint on it. So we got the cradles on there, bolted on, all set up at that flush position like it came with its original 4-link mounts on the rear from Plan B, but we just extended the design, so now we have a front 4-link. So we got the front diamond axle. This is a Land Cruiser based 80 series Land Cruiser based custom width axle. It's 70 inches wheel mount surface to wheel mount surface. We got custom RCV axle shafts, and then we got the high steer from Front Range Off-Road diamond axle knuckles and their arms, super high quality. So we got that all set up, put together. We're still waiting on spindles, unfortunately. Then I can get the hubs and the brakes and the other components on. So we got the axle put in space where it's going to be for a 42-inch tire, because on this truck we're going to be running some American Force 2816s and Venom 42-inch tires. So our goal is to skate them with Gigantor, so that should be pretty rad. So we got this set up at the height that a 42-inch tire and wheel would be at. That's the height the axle is up in the air in space. So we did the same thing on the rear, but we cut off the truss so we could readjust its pinion angle. It's just outside. So now that we got this set up, we're ready to move on to coilover towers, and we got King coilovers. Let me show you guys. Pretty rad. We got 14-inch King 2.5 coilovers from our friends at AccuTuned Off-Road. Hooked us up. So we got these here, and then we got a 2.0 triple bypass to back them up, which should be pretty rad. So we're going to move on to setting up the coilover towers next. We got our lower shock mounts done. You can see that's where the coilover will be on the front one, and then the bypass will be on that rear one. We got this ratchet strapped on just in case I need to move it a little bit, but it's where it needs to be. So we're all set up to move on to the coilover towers now, and then we can get those welded together, put the link arms back on. We just took the 4-link mounts off of it, and we were mounting the truss because you need to put that on, and then you put the 4-link mounts on and adjust them and tack them and weld them to the back of the truss and the axle at the same time. Put the arms on, and then we'll flex it to full compression, double bump, and then we'll flex it left and right all the way and make sure nothing comes in contact or the steering doesn't bind, and then we'll be good to move on to the front sway bar and rear sway bar and setting up the rear pinion angle. And it just goes on. Once we set up the rear pinion angle, the front's already established because, caster is already built into the axle, so that's where it's going to be. But the rear axle, we need to point it directly at the transfer case. I'm going to use a gun sight boomstick, YouTube, laser pointer that's got a magnetic base on it, so I can point it right at the transfer case flange, so it'll be perfect right in the center. And then, I'll be able to, do full compression, full drop, and then be able to order the drive lines. And once that's done, I can make the transmission cross member. That's why the transmission jack is holding up the transmission. And then we can make sway bars and overlays. So we're right there, guys. We're getting towards the end. We're officially in SEMA crunch. I mean, it's August 10th, so that's how close we are to SEMA, but we got put under pressure. Same with the powder coater. He's under pressure now, no limit coatings, because of how long the diamond axles took. You know, we would be under a lot less pressure, but now I only have a real month's worth of working time to finish it now that I have the front axle. So, but all right, guys, that's enough of me yammering. We'll catch you guys in the next episode working on Gigantor, and we'll move on to the coilover towers and you know, the finishing steps to the project, and we'll be bringing you guys along the way. We'll be making more episodes of it as we're getting closer to SEMA. So we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Like and subscribe, you know the drill. Follow us on Instagram at Cougar House Fab, and then follow along with the long road for us to SEMA this year again, guys. Catch you guys in the next episode.